Across many generations, wise traditions have explored the journey of consciousness beyond our physical form. The insights that emerge about our first moments after leaving this world offer a profound perspective, one that invites a deeper look into the transition we all must face. For thousands of years, contemplatives and sages have entered states of profound stillness to understand life's great cycles. A wealth of consistent knowledge comes from these deep explorations into death, the nature of awareness, and the journey our consciousness takes when it is no longer housed in a physical body. What arises is a detailed and consistent map of this transition that offers a very different view from many common cultural stories. Before we explore the 5 most common experiences that surface in these deep accounts of the journey beyond, I invite you to find a moment of stillness and join our community of explorers. The insights we are about to share flow from a timeless wellspring of human wisdom, nurtured by generations of quiet observation. What makes these teachings about life's great transition so compelling is their unwavering consistency. Whether the wisdom comes from ancient mountain monasteries or quiet temples, the same fundamental truths and descriptions appear whenever the nature of consciousness itself is examined. Drawing from this deep well of contemplative understanding, here are the 5 experiences most consistently shared about the moments immediately following our departure from the physical world. The first profound experience is a phase of consciousness reorientation. From a place of deep awareness, we find that the spirit does not instantly recognize its new condition. Timeless wisdom describes this as a gentle unfolding, a gradual awakening into a new dimension of being. The teachings explain that awareness does not violently detach from physical memory. There is a period of adjustment where you gradually learn to navigate this new state. This insight appears consistently in accounts of the soul's journey, which emphasize that your core awareness continues, but must adapt to existence without a physical anchor. What is truly illuminating is how this adjustment connects to your state of mind during your earthly life. Ancient wisdom consistently points out that a life lived with greater inner clarity and an understanding of the soul's journey allows for a far smoother and more peaceful transition. During this phase, it's shared that the spirit might attempt to engage in familiar routines or reach out to those it loves, not yet fully grasping the profound shift that has taken place. Some find themselves in this phase for a longer period, especially if their departure was abrupt or if their focus in life was solely on the material world. Those who cultivated inner peace and an acceptance of life's endless cycles tend to move through this reorientation with grace and speed. And here, the insights guide us toward an even deeper truth. This leads to the second experience, consistently found in the annals of timeless wisdom. The soul's energetic body, you might call it your spirit's vessel, holds an echo of sensation for a time after its departure. This concept is a cornerstone of perennial philosophy, explaining the very composition of your multi-layered existence. Ancient wisdom teaches that you are more than just your physical shell. You exist as a being of body, mind, and spirit. This energetic vessel acts as the bridge between your tangible form and your limitless spiritual essence. Timeless teachings suggest this body can carry the memory of physical feelings for a short while, offering a transitional experience that helps your awareness gently adapt. This teaching consistently arises when explaining the nature of consciousness and its journey through many states of being. The spirit does not sever all ties to the physical at once, but rather moves gracefully through different layers of knowing and form. This perspective sheds light on why some who have just transitioned might feel a sense of confusion about their state. They may perceive sensations that feel real, but are actually energetic memories, fading gently as the spirit finds its new center of gravity. What makes this teaching so transformative is that it reveals the gentle, flowing nature of this great change. It is not an abrupt switch, but a process, with your energetic essence serving as a gentle guide through this sacred passage. The duration of this experience with echoes of form can differ. your level of inner development, how you transition, your attachment to the physical, and your grasp of these natural laws all influence how long the spirit dwells with these energetic echoes. The third profound experience involves a new dimension of perception. This is one of the most consistently reported truths about consciousness after it is freed from the body. Ancient teachings describe how awareness, liberated from physical constraints, attains an expanded sense of knowing. The wisdom suggests your soul can now perceive the thoughts, emotions, and inner conditions of others that were hidden during your time on earth. This is not presented as some strange power, but as the natural state of awareness when it is no longer filtered through the five senses. This expanded knowing is a theme found throughout teachings on inner growth and the soul's path. What we call a gut feeling or sharp intuition in our physical life becomes the standard way of perceiving after we transition. The soul can directly sense the emotional and spiritual currents of others, both those still on earth and other spirits in the next realm. In many accounts, it's shared how departed souls can clearly perceive the grief, love, or inner turmoil of their living family and friends. This clarity extends beyond emotion to what could be called soul awareness, the ability to see the true spiritual nature and journey of another being. The wisdom traditions emphasize that this new perception isn't automatic. It blossoms as the soul becomes accustomed to its new home. Some spirits adapt to these new senses very quickly, while others need more time to understand and navigate their expanded consciousness. The speed of this adaptation often reflects the inner work and sensitivity you cultivated during your physical life. What's particularly fascinating is how this new perception transforms your understanding of the life you just lived. With this clarity, you are able to see the deeper meaning of events, connections, and choices that may have seemed random before. This brings a profound understanding of life's lessons, karmic bonds, and the quiet opportunities for growth that were always present. Timeless wisdom teaches that this expanded knowing serves the soul's ongoing education in the realms beyond. But hold this thought, for there is a truth even more profound that emerges from the collected wisdom on this immediate journey. We will now explore the fourth phenomenon, one that explains why your path of growth is a continuous river that flows even after you leave this physical shore. It is a perspective that invites you to rethink what this journey is truly about. The fourth consistently shared truth involves the unbroken stream of your being continuing after your departure. This teaching completely reframes our understanding of what it means to be you. Timeless wisdom emphasizes that the transition does not magically erase who you are. The teachings reveal that you retain your unique essence, including both your strengths and the parts of you that still seek balance and growth. This principle is a fundamental thread in teachings about the soul's journey and its cycles of learning. This continuation of your inner self explains why you maintain your essential nature as you adapt to a new way of being. But here is the core of this profound insight. Ancient teachings consistently point out that this continuation includes both the light and the shadow aspects of your character. The fears, attachments, and unresolved patterns you hold do not simply vanish. Instead, your soul continues to work with these energies with a newfound clarity. This is a constant theme in the wisdom of soul evolution and rebirth. It teaches that your consciousness is on a great evolutionary journey, carrying forward the mental and spiritual imprints of your life. Growth and discovery continue in the next realm, just as they did here, but often with much greater clarity because of the expanded awareness available. These teachings consistently describe how souls work to transform their limitations and expand their heart. This process prepares them for what is to come, whether it is continued service in the spirit world or another journey into form. The afterlife becomes a space for continued learning, not a static destination of reward or penalty. What's especially insightful is the description of the learning available. Souls can study with luminous guides, heal emotional wounds, cultivate deeper compassion, and prepare for future ways to serve. This teaching shows why your inner work in this life is so vital. The patterns of your consciousness are carried forward. The effort you make to grow in this life creates the very ground upon which you will stand in the next. It is also taught that souls in the afterlife can support and guide those still in physical life, especially close loved ones. However, this assistance is most potent when it aligns with universal laws and respects the free will of the recipient. But here we arrive at the most profound phenomenon shared through the ages about the immediate experience after life. This teaching has been a beacon for spiritual seekers and explorers for countless generations. The fifth and most significant experience is the process of life reflection, and the description of this provides an unparalleled look into how we learn from our time in physical form. According to timeless wisdom, souls engage in a complete and gentle review of the life they just completed. This is not presented as a judgment, but as a natural process of deep learning that serves your own evolution. The teachings emphasize that this reflection is for your education, not your punishment. You are invited to examine your choices, relationships, and inner growth with the full, compassionate awareness of the spirit realm. This process helps you truly understand the lessons you learned and see where further growth is invited. These accounts describe the review as taking place from your own expanded perspective, where you can perceive the true ripple effect of your actions and intentions. This clarity includes seeing the hidden spiritual purpose of events, understanding deep karmic ties, and recognizing where you miss chances to grow or to serve. What makes this description so powerful is the teaching that this life reflection happens with total clarity and loving honesty. You cannot hide from yourself, but this unfolding happens in an atmosphere of boundless compassion, not condemnation. Timeless wisdom teaches that this process is held in what can be called a field of pure, loving awareness, a divine light that helps you see your own journey from a higher perspective. The process is always loving and educational, focused on your growth, never on punishment. The accounts indicate that during this reflection, souls often feel immense gratitude for the chances they had to love and to serve, along with a deep sense of compassion for where they missed the mark or caused others pain. This emotional honesty of the life reflection serves to deepen the soul's capacity for wisdom and love. This profound self-reflection becomes the foundation for your journey forward, whether that path leads to further learning in the spirit dimensions or preparing for a new life. The insights you gain directly shape your choices about how to continue your path of service and growth. The life reflection process also helps you understand your connections to others, family, friends, and even those who challenged you from a truly spiritual view. Relationships that seemed difficult on earth often reveal their deeper purpose during this compassionate review. The depth and duration of this reflection varies for each soul, depending on its journey and the richness of the life just lived. Some move through it quite naturally, while others may spend more time in this state of gentle, illuminating learning. These 5 experiences, consciousness reorientation, energetic echoes, expanded perception, the unbroken stream of self, and the great life reflection, represent the most consistently shared truths about the immediate journey after this life, gathered from a timeless wellspring of human wisdom. What makes these teachings so vital is their consistency across generations and cultures. These are not isolated ideas, but recurring themes that arise whenever deep contemplation turns toward the great transition. Modern explorers of consciousness are finding remarkable parallels between these ancient teachings and contemporary accounts of near-death experiences. Scholars of the mind are discovering that these timeless insights about the multi-layered nature of our being align with emerging understandings of consciousness itself. What sets this ancient wisdom apart from mere speculation is its practical, detailed, and consistent nature. Instead of vague ideas about the afterlife, these teachings offer specific, coherent descriptions of the process our awareness undergoes when it transitions from physical to spiritual existence. Perhaps most importantly, These profound insights into the journey after life serve to illuminate our understanding of this life right now. The consistent message is that seeing the true nature of consciousness should inspire us to live with more awareness and compassion in this world. It is taught that our final breath is not an end, but a transition, not a judgment, but an opportunity for continuous learning. This viewpoint transforms how we relate to both life and death, encouraging us to cultivate inner peace, kindness for all, and a recognition of our own timeless nature. This wisdom consistently emphasizes that the quality of our journey beyond is directly shaped by the inner work we do today. This is not about earning your way into a better place, but about preparing your own awareness for the expanded reality and opportunities that await. If these timeless perspectives on consciousness and its journey have opened a new door in your understanding, I invite you to subscribe and share these ideas with others who are also on a path of growth. You may wish to leave a thought in the space below, sharing how this wisdom might influence your own journey. Remember, the greatest teaching is always about how understanding these greater realities can enrich your life right now. It is consistently taught that preparing our spirit in this life creates the most stable foundation for the journey that follows. The purpose is not to look away from this world, but to fully embrace every opportunity for growth and service while we have the profound gift of this physical life.